in relation to how the forthcoming elections are being prepared. We're expecting the minister here to respond to those queries away from his less than satisfying remarks he made here and disappeared in thin air. Honourable Speaker, now that the Attorney General is around and they work closely with the Minister of Justice, will he explain whether he is available to Parliament to respond to those issues? Because part of the budget could be responding to the forthcoming election, and there will be no other budget. Right, Honourable Speaker, would you demand of the Attorney General clarify if he is representing the Minister, and therefore clarify issues that have a time frame related to them? Right, Honourable Speaker.
Eji.
Thank you, Honourable. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I appreciate the issue raised by my senior colleague. I want to pledge to the House that we are getting in touch. We are in touch with the Electoral Commission. You want information that satisfies your queries. You give us time. I can pledge that next week would be in position to give that response.
But, Speaker, that was not the instruction of the Speaker. If the Attorney General is amending that instruction, let him state so. The Speaker ordered that today the Minister appears to respond to these issues. Probably the Prime Minister in presence can respond to the absence of the Minister of Justice.
But you've heard from Doug. You've heard from Doug. I think he's a better person to give a response than the Prime Minister. Honourable members, I want to correct what Lope was asking. That which association is that? The association is called a tour. A tour. That is a tribe from Abim. And Janet can clarify more.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. I want to thank you for this time. Honourable colleagues, when you look at Schedule 3 of our Constitution, Karamoja has 11 tribes. And the tribe in Abim is called a Tur. So those are the people, and those are the students from Makerere University.
From Abim.
From Abim. Previously, before the 1995 Constitution, they were referred to as Acholi Labuor. So those are the people.
Thank
it is
you.
not an abbreviation. So I want
Thank you for the clarification.
I want to welcome them.
Atur's first turn again. Thank you. Thank you. Apoyo Bino. Yes.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, for the opportunity. I want to welcome the Tour Students Association of Makerere University. You are most welcome. This is your parliament, the parliament of the people, headed by the Right Honourable Anita Among, a very able lady. Apoyo Nubino.
Thank you. Thank you. Honourable members, you have something? Honourable members, I will allow only 2 matters. Then we go.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I also want to take this opportunity to welcome you back.
From where?
I have a matter of national importance.
From where?
Bukedea. We saw you doing work in Bukedea, Right Honourable Speaker, and we want to welcome you back.
Thank you, and I bring you greetings from the Bukedea, mighty people of Bukedea.
Right Honourable Speaker, on the 31st of last month, there was a a Supreme Court ruling, and I don't want to go through what happened. Everybody knows what it was about. But consequently, there are civilians who remained detained following the court martial. However, whereas some of them should have ceased to be in prison, one, Dr. Besigye, has remained illegally detained in prison. The uniqueness about this is that yesterday we got information that Dr. Besigye has again stopped receiving visitors, including the wife who went there yesterday. He could not meet Dr. Besigye. The 3 people who are accredited to give him food, he has stopped meeting them, and he's on strike. Today, he was expected to appear at Uganda Road Court in a different case. We got information through court that he wrote to court saying, I am not able to come, I am indisposed, I am very weak. And the letter was shown to us in court. Right on, Speaker, we are worried that such a person who cannot come to court because he says he's indisposed still remains in an illegal detention. Would want the Minister of Internal Affairs to come and tell us the status under which Dr. Besigye is in an illegal detention. 2, the Attorney General said they were in processes of transferring civilians to civil courts. We want to know, as ordered by court of course, want to know how long this process will take now that there is a situation of somebody who has stopped eating, he's on hunger strike, he's too weak to appear in a civil court. Want to know what happens. So, Right Honourable Speaker, I come before you to request you to direct the Minister of Internal Affairs to come to this house and tell us what exactly is happening with Dr. Besigye and the other civilians. I want to thank you.
Thank you. Doug?
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, and thank you, Honourable Francis Mwijukye. The Attorney General made a statement on the floor of Parliament, and I echoed that statement the following day, by which we emphasized the government's commitment to fulfill all the requirements of the Supreme Court judgment. What I can say is that there are processes ongoing. I would humbly request my colleagues in Parliament to wait, be patient. We will present a report once the transfers are done. Thank you.
Thank you. Okello. Propua, I will come to you. Just a minute.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise on a matter of very urgent national importance regarding the absence of radiologists at our regional hospital. Madam Speaker, last week I had a patient who was referred to do a CT scan, and he went to Gulu Regional Referral Hospital. It was conducted, and they asked him to give a smartphone so that they give him the video. Unfortunately, he had no smartphone, so it had to be transferred or sent to another person who had a smartphone. And eventually it was sent to me. And they told him, come back after 4 days and get your results. At first I didn't understand why it takes about 4 days, until I asked a friend, an OB actually, who works in Mulago Hospital. And then that's when he started explaining to me that the policy has now changed. All the results are analyzed centrally from Mulago. And there are very few radiologists working on those issues. And indeed, it took 4 days for the results to come. But I was lucky that